Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the end of November. I can't believe this month is over, but it's okay. I happen to love the month of November. It's one of my favorite months of the year, but I also love the holidays, so I always get really excited about December as well. But that also means that it's almost the end of the year, which is nuts. How? I mean, I'm thankful. I'm ready for this year to be over, to be perfectly honest with you guys. But that being said, it is crazy how particularly fast this year went. Anyway, I have my beauty empties to share with you guys today. So I have my bucket of empties. This is beauty trash that I've been hoarding during the last month. So like a normal person, I bring my trash into this room. There I have this bucket in this closet over here, and I put those things in there. And then at the end of the month, I pull this bucket out and I do final reviews with you guys. I love these types of videos. I love making these videos, but I also still love really watching these on YouTube. Although I feel like I'm seeing fewer and fewer empties videos, which bums me out. I hope this trend isn't going away because I really like those particular types of videos. I don't think that there is any better review of a hair care product, a skincare product, a makeup product than an finished. Like I finished it and I'm here to tell you whether I liked it, whether it worked, whether I would recommend it. All of that fun stuff. So I have a lot of things going at any given time because I do purchase a lot to be able to feature on this channel here. So that means I have a huge backup stash of, right now, especially skincare that I'm working my way through. I have things that are halfway finished. I have things that are 3/4 of the way finished. And periodically I will pull those things out and I'm just like, I actually really like this product. I just need to finish it. So a lot of times I have like huge empties because it was one of those months where I was like, I want to finish like these 6 things. So I put like some concerted effort into it. I also use things on my body if I don't like the things on my face anymore, like a skincare product, if I don't like it on my face or if it's expired, or as long as it doesn't smell funny or the texture hasn't changed, I will use it on my body because why not? I mean, all of this should be treated kindly and given, I don't know, fun products to be able to, you know, nourish my skin, my hair. Well, I probably wouldn't use my skincare products on my hair, but yeah, like just take things down, put it everywhere. Anyway, there's some advice for you. I will go ahead and link everything that I am showing you guys here in the description box below this video. If you want to go read up other people's reviews, I don't remember the price point, a lot of this stuff. So if you want to go look up price point or, you know, whatever, links always in the description box right below this video. So click that more down there and that'll expand that box for you. And you will have all the information that you could ever want, hopefully. And if there's discount codes, I will put any discount codes down there. And let's get into it. I'm gonna start grabbing, and in no particular order, let us start with this. This is the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I love this. I feel like I went through so many tubs of this year. It really is one of the very best makeup cleansing balms that I've ever used. It never irritates my eyes, but it takes everything off. So SPF, dirt, oil, whatever you want to address during the first cleanse, this takes care of it. I've even tried this with waterproof mascara. It takes off waterproof mascara. It's fabulous and it's gentle and it really gets my skin ready for the second cleanse, and I love it. I also really have grown fond of this really kind of light fragrance that it has. I just find myself craving it at night. Anyway, that's fantastic. If you've never tried it, highly recommend that. And Pharmacy is a cruelty-free brand. This is also from Pharmacy. This is their 1% vitamin A retinol serum. And I was using this mostly on my neck and my chest. I use tretinoin on my face, but my neck cannot handle the tretinoin. A lot more sensitive down here. This is rhino hide. Down here, it's like a delicate flower, peach, I don't know. It's very sensitive. I can anger my neck meat like nobody's business, and I've done it in the past and it has been featured here on my channel. I'm sure you guys have seen the time where I let my retinol, and what else was I using? I think like a glycolic acid on, I was using a glycolic acid on my chest and then a retinol or something on my neck, and the two met kind of in the middle here, and I developed an angry rash. Do be careful with mixing certain ingredients. Obviously, we all know things that shouldn't be mixed, so be careful with that. But anyway, let's talk about this 1% vitamin A retinol serum. This worked fabulously on my neck. Never once irritated it or made it red or inflamed or angry. And this is fabulous. Retinol really helps with easing, I won't say erasing, but easing the look of wrinkles and fine lines. It helps to kind of firm things up. Is it as effective as tretinoin is? I don't think so, but also not everyone wants to use tretinoin. So if you want to stick with like things that are readily available, easily over the counter, retinol is a fantastic option. And I really like this one. I think that I would actually put this one in the same category as the Drunk Elephant A Passione. That was one of my favorite of all time in terms of like retinols. And this was just as gentle and enjoyable to use, and I think makes my neck look decent. I mean, I'm 44, so, and I do have a fair amount of sun damage from early on in life. So I was a teenager in the 90s, and back then I thought it was fun to lay in tanning beds. I also thought it was fun to lay on trampolines with baby oil and get a tan that way. Oof. When I think about the things that I did when I was like a teenager and in my early 20s, I just am like, how am I still alive? I made some interesting choices, but you live, you learn, right? Like I'm just trying to like educate Stella on a lot of this stuff a lot more. But let me just say this, back in the 80s and 90s, I will say there was not nearly as much emphasis on avoiding the sun, using protection from the sun, you know, like wearing hats, hell, wearing SPF. Like every once in a while when we would go to the beach, I would like put on an SPF, but then that would prevent me from getting the darkest tan that I could. And so that was a bummer for me. So no SPF the vast majority of the time. So, and I know a lot of other people that are roughly the same age as me, maybe a little bit older, are also dealing with a lot of that sun damage. And it really, because we did that back in the day, like I feel like collagen is just breaking down maybe even faster than it naturally does. So lots of fun things to undo from our youth, right? Anyway, speaking of things that are important to put on your skin every day is SPF, and this is my beloved, you guys. Now, I do have a new SPF that I've been testing this week that I'm gonna tell you guys about in Friday Faves. It's from Dermatology. It's their new Daydream. You guys, I love this. And I think I love it just as much as I love this. So good. And this is an SPF 40. So this is a higher SPF than the SPF 30. So what is this? Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 30. You have heard me talk this to death. Now this is a tinted SPF, so I only use this on my face. But this one is, it's a zinc oxide. It's not tinted. Love the applicator or like dispenser, by the way, because it's one of those, like you push it down, product comes up. You don't stick your fingers in there, which, ooh, I hate that. I don't know why I'm telling you about this. It doesn't matter. We'll talk about that Friday, but let's talk about this now. This has been a beloved SPF of mine for years, years from Paula's Choice, and it's fabulous. I have really oily skin, and this is one of the few SPFs, besides this, that works well with my oily skin. And I do love the tint that it provides. It's just like minimal coverage, but it kind of evens things out a little bit. It plays well with my powder foundation. By the way, I do have my powder foundation in here, so let's discuss. This is the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten in the shade Fair. I don't even know why I needed to read that. Like, I've been using these two together forever, and they're a great combination. This is the typical like foundation look that I have, is these two products. And it works well for my oily skin. I'm sure those of you with dry skin look at powder foundation and are like, absolutely not. And that's totally fine. More for me. I love this stuff. I I feel like no one ever talks about the Balance and Brighten, but man, if you have oily skin and you struggle with liquid foundation, please, for the love of all that is good, try some powder foundations. Now, there are some powder foundations out there that do look kind of patchy and you have to be careful with how you apply them. The Balance and Brighten has always given me the most beautiful kind of satin finish to my skin, not super matte, but like a satin finish and just really pretty. I don't have flawless skin. That just kind of helps even things out. It helps blur the look of my pores a little bit, and it's just a fabulous combination for me. When I am like in doubt, like what to use, I go back to these two and I know they always work. So I like testing new things, and I certainly, I mean, I test a lot of SPF, but that being said, I do have like go-to products that I periodically am just like, nah, this is just what I want today because I know it works. Like I don't want to have to guess whether this is gonna work. By the way, this was super greasy on me. I'm gonna end up using this on my body. I think I'm gonna take this to Hawaii. This is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. This is an SPF 50. I thought this might be great for Hawaii, but I think I'm gonna use this on my body, and I'm gonna use this on my face, I think. All right, doesn't matter, I don't know. We're getting into that. Let's talk about the supplements. Okay, Craig actually recycled my other one that I wanted to show last month. He was so good. Like he saw it sitting on the kitchen counter, it was empty, and he was like, oh yeah, I can recycle this. And then he took it to the recycle bin. He never does that. So I felt like I should reward him for that, but also I was like, hey man, I needed to show that in my empties. And he was like, why? Show people your trash? And I said, yes, I do. Again, he thinks it's weird. I think it's perfectly normal. So these are the keratin hair growth vitamins. And normally you guys hear me talking about the City Beauty Complete Skin Restore, and it's still my holy grail. And hopefully you guys took advantage of the 40% site-wide sale when I told you about that, if you needed more of your Complete Skin Restore. But I've been testing these. I have one more month to test with the keratin. I'm using both their intensive growth drops and the vitamins to see if I can get any additional growth beyond what I get from the City Beauty, or maybe it makes my hair even thicker. You know, just kind of testing things out. And so far, so good with these. I do think that they have certainly helped to maintain where the City Beauty products have brought me in terms of their supplements. But these are also really gentle and easy to take. They are in a capsule format, and I do take all of my vitamins with meals, but even sometimes when I do that, I can still get nauseous. These don't make me nauseous at all. And yeah, I do think with something like this, you have to use it for a couple months before you really start seeing a lot of the benefits. But once you do, like if you just stick with them long term, like I feel like my hair is so much healthier now. It certainly sheds a lot less, and I have new growth. Like I really, yeah, like look at these little tiny baby. This is not breakage. This is all like new, especially I feel like over on this side, I'm getting a lot more growth over here. Do you guys see? Look at all those new hairs. Wow, look at those guys. Yeah, I'm really careful with my blow dryer, and I don't use really any other heat styling products on my hair. I only use the Cool around my hairline over here because I always try to protect this the most. I use like the medium setting with the heat on the rest of my hair, but I'm very, very gentle with it because I always joke about having 57 strands of hair. Like I really need to hold on to every single strand that I have. And since using this, I certainly have reduced shedding, but I also had a lot of reduced shedding from the City Beauty. I think one of the great things about trying this other line here is that if you don't care for the City Beauty products, I think this will be another really great option to try out, which is why I said yes to doing this 3-month test with these guys. So I've also been using the intensive growth drops. And I actually just opened my my new one. So this is my last one here. I just opened this one up this morning, and here's Here's the box, by the way. So some of the ingredients in the intensive growth drops include olive fruit extract, peppermint oil, jojoba oil, rosemary oil, castor oil, vitamin E, acetyl tetrapeptide, 3-peptide, apple fruit cell extract, green tea extract, clover flower extract, amongst other ingredients. I've really become fond of the smell of this in the morning. Kind of has like an interesting, slightly sharp herbal scent, but I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, the scent doesn't stick around or anything like that, but I really have enjoyed this. And in fact, I actually have another one that I finished a little bit earlier this month. I will say, I feel like I'm going through these a little bit faster than one per month, but I might be using it more than just like on the crown. They tell you to use 20 drops. I think I probably use closer to 30 because I'm also like putting it like, I mean, all over my scalp. I'm putting little drops everywhere, and then I'm giving myself a really nice scalp massage, which by the way feels amazing. And like I said, yeah, I've got new growth and things are being maintained from the City Beauty complete skin restore that I've been using for the last couple of years. So where will I end up after? I don't know. I mean, I always get the City Beauty when they're on sale for either 40 or 50% off. So that's a really good deal. And these are, I think they're probably around the same price point. I don't know. I will put my video to the keratin products in the description box below this video. I did a whole like intro video, but yeah, my 3-month challenge will be over at, I think towards the end of December, beginning of January. So we'll do some final results at that point. Okay. All right, this is the Orbe Dry Texturizing Shampoo. Last Friday, I shared the Andrew Fitzsimmons Après Sex, their texture spray. Man, is there a big difference between the quality and results of the Andrew Fitzsimmons and the Orbe. This Orbe is such a beautiful product. This makes my hair significantly more oomphy. It gives me a lot more body. It gives me a lot more texture to my hair. It doesn't leave my hair feeling gross. The smell of this is wonderful. The Andrew Fitzsimmons, while significantly less in price, makes my hair heavy. The fragrance is overpowering, and you guys know I love me some fragrance. I don't even care if there's fragrance in my skincare, but that scent it's tough. It's the strong one. And it just doesn't really do much for my hair. So yes, it's way more affordable, but it doesn't do any of the stuff that the Orbe does for my hair, which sucks because I would really rather pay less. But if I have to pay more to like get the results I'm looking for, I'm willing to do that. This Orbe Texturizing Spray is fabulous. If you've never tried it and you don't mind splurging on hair care, I know a lot of people don't, and that's totally fine. You can find other things. But if you don't mind splurging on hair care and you've never tried this, I would definitely encourage you to. It's just really, really effective at giving my hair a lot more texture to it. My hair is very fine. It's very thin. In fact, I was watching my like decorate with me videos when I was editing them, and a lot of the footage is of just the back of my head because I'm decorating trees and stuff. But it was just like, man, like my scalp is really white and my hair is gray. And in some areas, it's definitely like a lighter gray. It looks like I have bald spots in certain areas. I don't have any bald spots anywhere on my head. It's just that my hair is so fine and thin. And a product like that texturizing spray really adds a lot more oomph to my hair, makes it look a lot more substantial, and helps to cover up more of my scalp because it just makes my hair, the actual strands, more substantial, if that makes sense. So anyway, love that product. I'll repurchase it. It's outrageously overpriced for what it is. I will absolutely admit to that, but dang, does it work good. So that being said, I love it. The Body Shop shower cream in vanilla pumpkin. I really like this. This doesn't really smell like pumpkin. This is more vanilla cream with like a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, you know, like the pumpkin spices, if you will. But it's not like an overpowering overpowering like pumpkin spice scent at all. It's actually quite pleasant, and I really like the Body Shop body washes because they never dry me out. I have the coconut one in my shower right now and love the smell of that. I just think this stuff smells good and it never dries me out. It's great for shaving my legs if I want to use this to shave my legs. It's just really nice. I'm a big fan. Although I think that the vanilla pumpkin really didn't get very good reviews in terms of like fragrance reviews. I think people were maybe looking for a little bit more pumpkin. It's just mostly like a vanilla, which I like. Okay, I actually had a few of these. So these are the Frutia Blueberry Honey Overnight Masks. So these are individually packaged. They came in a box. I got these from Yes Style. And I really like this. And one of the reasons that I do is you get a lot of product in each packet. Now you could certainly seal up the top and maybe use only like a third of it for your face and your neck and then save the rest for other treatments, maybe the following couple of nights or whatever. But I use the whole thing because I just cover everything with this. It's a really nice, thick, nighttime mask. It takes a little while to work it into your skin. I also have been using it on the backs of my hands and even a little bit like on the backs of my arms. And I really like this. It's very hydrating, very soothing, and doesn't have like an insane amount of fragrance to it. Just a really pleasant, hydrating overnight mask that you just wash off in the morning and leaves your skin looking plumped and delightful. So, yeah, Frutia. It's a Korean skincare brand, if you are not aware. So definitely worth checking out. I feel like if you're into the Korean skincare, I want to try more from this brand. It seems to be pretty good so far anyway with this one product here. So I have an Hourglass Veil translucent setting powder in like these small size. Now, here's the thing. I would actually recommend just buying these smaller sizes because you can actually get all the product out. I'm going to show you. I have it in the full size as well. I love this so much that I paid for the full size. But for the life of me, I can see there's more powder in here, but I cannot get it to come out, and I cannot figure out how to get this off to get at the remaining powder. So I think I'm going to take this out into the garage and see if I can somehow bust this gold top piece off here and hopefully not lose a bunch of powder in the process, because if I have tried forever to like get the last remaining little bit of this powder out of here. I don't love the packaging of this, but do I think it's an amazing powder? Yeah, it just adds the most beautiful like glow to your skin. It's a gorgeous setting powder. But yeah, just if you're gonna buy it, I would buy it in the little guy, because at least then you're not gonna have an issue getting the powder out. Like, it's very easy to actually remove the little stopper from this plastic one here, and that's what I did to get the last little bit of powder out of it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they gotta go back to the drawing board on this, and I'm gonna take that out to the garage. I also need to take my Laura Mercier one out there as well because I'm having trouble getting the last this as well. The sifters are just working a little bit too well right now. Okay, I have a Strivectin Multi-Action Super C Retinol here. So this is retinol with a vitamin C, and this is meant to brighten and correct. So here's the thing, this has a really strong fragrance to it. I think the vast majority of people, especially those of you that don't like fragrance in your skincare, are going to potentially get this and go, whoa, no, absolutely not. This is way smelly. And I will admit, it's a very strong, tart citrus fragrance. Very interesting. I don't love the scent of this either. But I did use this on my neck and my chest many times over the course of the last year. I've had this for quite some time. And I do think it does a good job of brightening this whole area. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. I actually think I got just as well of a brightening effect from the Pharmacy 1% Vitamin A Retinol Serum. And this does not have the fragrance of this. The fragrance of this really actually kind of lingered a little bit. So I don't know. I feel like if they reformulated this and left out some of that fragrance, it would probably be a better product for more people. But that being said, I'm glad I tried it. Not a bad product, but I think I would not recommend going out and just buying it, especially if you are anti-fragrance, if that makes sense. Okay, went through another box of my beloved droplet collagen capsules. I love these, and I maintain the monthly subscription myself. It's kind of expensive. I think these are like 75 bucks for 30 capsules. But man, do I love this on my skin every single morning. I don't like using heavy moisturizers because I have oily skin, but I know that I need to moisturize at least a little bit in the morning. And the collagen capsules get pushed deeper into the skin. So I feel like my skin is like genuinely hydrated, like deep down, versus having a moisturizer just sitting on top, like waiting to like soak into my skin. I don't know. I'm just a huge fan of the droplet device. I know not everybody is, but I think it's done amazing things for me, and I certainly have not stopped my subscription because I just see really good results from it. I also like to use the collagen directly over my lips. It hydrates my lips. It helps to plump them a little bit more. Now, I do have lip filler in. You guys are aware of that. I feel like it kind of almost helps to like rehydrate the lip filler. The lip filler is obviously hyaluronic acid. So anytime that you drink more water or you use something like collagen, it just sort of helps to almost, I don't want to say reactivate it because that's not what's happening. It just makes my lips look smoother and plumper, which I happen to like. I know some of you don't, and that's okay. I'm not telling anyone else to get lip filler. If you don't want to, then don't. That's okay. It's a free world. Okay, the Eminence Wild Plum Eye Cream. I really like this a lot. Now, I had this open probably for well over a year. This is a huge container of eye cream, you guys. This is 1.5 fluid ounces. Eminence products are used in a lot of like high-end spas. I purchased my Eminence products from Skin Store. Now, Skin Store did give me a discount code. I will put it down below. I think it actually works for most things on the Skin Store website. So anyway, if you want to use it on Eminence, I think it works for that. But this is the Wild Plum Eye Cream. This has a really nice texture to it because it absorbed very quickly, and then it hydrated my under eye area, plumped it up just a little bit. It was just a really good, like, fast eye cream. Like when I was needing something to absorb very quickly because I needed to come in here and slap on my makeup right away, like I didn't have time to wait for things to like soak in, this would be the eye cream that I would use because it just immediately like went in, did what it was supposed to, made the fine lines look just a little bit softer in that area, and it was good. This says that it targets the look of dark eye circles and signs of fatigue. Now, I will say, I don't really deal with dark circles a whole lot. I did a little bit this year from crying, but yeah, like normally, like I don't genetically have dark under eye circles. So I can't tell you whether this would be really effective for dark under eye circles. I just know that it's a great hydrating eye cream and I enjoyed using it. So there's that. And then lastly, is this, yeah, that's the last thing. Okay, here we go. This is another keratin product. And I actually really like this a lot. This is their extensive thickening treatment. Now, I was going to place an order for a couple more of these, but then I looked at how many thickening sprays I still have that I'm actively using in my bathroom right now, and I could not justify purchasing another one of these right now, but I will purchase this again once I get through those thickening sprays that I currently have open. I love the really nice mister on this. Oh, is it gonna... Can you guys see just a little bit of that? It just, ooh, I also like the smell of this stuff. It has a really nice light fragrance to it. But yeah, like this, the mister on this, mister, is that the dispenser, this thing right here, just sprayed everything so evenly and lightly throughout my hair. So I'm actually gonna keep this bottle and decant some of my other thickening sprays into here, because those just are more of like a splat when I spray them. And the mist on this is just so nice. Like when you get a splat of a thickening spray like on an area of your head, it's really hard then to like style that because it just gets kind of heavy and gummy sometimes. So yeah, but that being said, this just by itself, like as a styling product, was fantastic. It did help to thicken up my hair just a little bit. It worked well with all of the mousse products that I used it with, and just, I really like the Keratin hair care line. I think that it's very effective. They're cruelty free, and yeah, it's talking too much. I didn't even have that many products. I'm sorry guys. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it off here. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope these reviews, these more in-depth reviews, were helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and please subscribe if you're new. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.